Hello everyone, it's TragicPlumbob and welcome to a brand new video. So if you've been following my channel, what I've been doing is touring Sims that I created ages ago and running through them because I never actually created the videos whilst I was making them, but thought it'd be a shame never to tour them. So in today's video, we're actually going to go through Cinderella. However, I know that you're going to be like, but we've already seen Cinderella. So yeah, we have already seen Cinderella, but then basically what I've been doing is going through, picking like princesses that I've made and then deciding to create all of the characters that go along with it. So I'm really excited about this one because I actually found like items for the ugly sisters, the mum, but yeah, we'll get straight into it. So to be honest, I'm not going to sit and tour Cinderella. You can go and watch like a few videos ago. But the only thing I did want to show in this is I added a couple of outfits. I don't know if I showed this one, but this is the like rags, and I thought it'd be good to show this outfit whilst we're also looking at the ugly sisters and the stepmom. I was going to say mum. Ooh, don't want to say mum. And then the other outfit I wanted to show was actually her rags when she like came out of the ball. The only thing that I'm not convinced on is the hair. But yeah, I can't remember who the CC is by. I will try and add that into the description below. But yeah, I love how we can have these in the game, and the only thing I would say is I would prefer like this to be a bit more 3D. Like we've seen other characters where the outfits or the replicas of the outfits have been like a bit more detailed. For me, I just don't like how flat this is, but it works for Cinderella and what we're trying to do. And then if you have watched the video, like this was the other outfit, and again this is exactly what I mean, like this 3D type of element. So now we'll move on to Lucifer. So I thought it would be quite fun to actually do the characters, like the animals that were also in it, because I think like Lucifer is just, he's evil, isn't he? He's the horriblest cat ever. But I actually had quite a lot of fun. I'll be honest, I'm not very good when it comes to like painting animals or anything. I find like the paint in Sims quite hard to use. But I was really happy, and I'm like happy that he looks like a really grumpy, horrible cat. I do actually have poses for cats. I'm pretty sure it's under this. So yeah, so when I'm actually taking my screenshots or like shots for like things, I use a couple of like poses for animals. And honestly, I think if you don't use this for your like, if you're displaying them on Instagram, definitely have a look at pet poses, because it just makes it like so much easier than trying to use ones like them when they're just sitting there and whatnot. But yeah, that's Lucifer, like not much to it. Yeah, all I did really was I think I used like a coat that was already there and then painted around like the facial area and stuff. We're then going to move on to Bruno. So we love Bruno because in Cinderella he he saved the day really, didn't he? He made her get out of like her little cell that she had. He also helped them like the little mice. But yeah, the only thing I wasn't able to do is like obviously Bruno has a little bit of a sticky uppy head, so I tried to replicate it as much as possible. But yeah, we won't say too long on the pets because, as I say, there's not much to them. I just thought it'd be really like fun to add them on. So now we're going to move on to Drizella Tremaine. So I was really happy with like the CC that I was able to find for this, and I'll be honest, these are like my favourite evil characters. I just love like how like they look, and like when you look at them I'm just like, yep, that is one of the ugly sisters. So in terms of facial features, I used Rosebud for the preset, and as you can see here, these hairs are by a creator called Buzzard, and they are specifically made for the ugly sisters. They come with this hairstyle, so I'll just do like a little 360, which they're stunning, aren't they? The only thing I will say is they do they automatically come with the bow? No, so I mean you can download them and you could use them for like other Sims as well, which is really, really useful. I like the detail of the hair as well. I think that it works really well, but yeah, it also comes with this headpiece, which is the bow, and again it is based off of the sister, but again you could use this bow for other Sims. I mean, it's quite out there, isn't it? But yeah, so this is Drizella. I hated the Ugly Sisters, they were horrible. I used a really like thin eyebrows, and one of the things I really wanted to make sure was that she had like quite a pointy nose, because like in the Disney film, like that's quite an accentuated feature, so that's what I tried to do. And then in terms of the dress, I mean, yeah, so again, this was by Dupalica, and this was again made for the sisters. So there is actually a second outfit. So if I just duplicate this, we've also got this one, which, I mean, this is like meant to be that outfit when they go to the ball, and then there's like a little like feather headpiece and stuff. So yeah, I mean, my favourite, so when I did like my screenshots, I kept Drizella in this dress because I just thought that this one looked better. And then you've also got different swatches, which we'll come on to in a minute, because I'll show you the other ugly sister. But yeah, this is Drizella. I'm so happy with how she turned out. I thought that, you know, I really thought they were going to be quite difficult to make, and don't get me wrong, I don't think they're completely perfect. I would say one thing that I find really hard with like doing Disney to Sims is the balance between cartoon and sim, and like how to, you know, compromise a bit, because I mean the Disney characters' eye shape for one thing is completely different to obviously how they are in Sims, and I'll be honest, I don't like my Sims being too cartoony. I do like it being a bit more dramatic. So yeah, it's always trying to find like that fine balance of, you know, how to make them look. And so I don't think they look exact. I think one thing I would have liked is to have done like a more defined facial feature around like the mouth, so it had like those creases. One thing I do find in Kaz is that when you do like the facial like creases on Sims, they end up making them look really old, and obviously she isn't old. I don't want her to look old, but sometimes when you put that facial feature on, it does in fact make them look older. So we're now going to move on to Anastasia, and again, I am so happy with how Anastasia came out, and again tried to really like define that facial feature. So as mentioned previously, her hair was done by Buzzard, and it came with this. Again, they are separated pieces of like, so you can have the hair and you can have this headpiece. I'm not entirely sure like when you would use this headpiece for another sim. But again, I was just really happy that I was able to find like exact CC. So as you can see, I did use like the facial feature here, and I just think it makes them look a little bit older, and I'm not like convinced that it looks like, you know, it's not what I'm intending it to look. I mean, if you think that the facial features don't look that, please let me know, because I'd be really interested to know your thoughts on it too. But yeah, so the dress again is by Dupalica, and it comes in a couple of swatches, and then of course we've got this one as well, which as I mentioned I haven't used. I've only used this one, but again you can have both of these into your game. Oh, one person, do you know what, I'm gonna have to pause the video at some point and add the Fairy Godmother, because I also have her as well. So that's just a thought in the mind, so I'm gonna have to pause this and re-record a little bit. So yeah, this is Anastasia, and yeah, was really lucky to be able to find, in terms of facial features, I didn't actually use Rosebud for her face, but I have used a nose preset. It will be, I think it's one of the stretch skeleton nose like features. So yeah, it's not Simzitsu. I've got two nose features. No, it'll be Sliver Sim, but it'll be further down. So I use either Simzitsu for nose features or this Sliver Sim. And they work really well just to kind of give that accentuated nose feature. And then we have got Lady Tremaine. I was so happy with how she came out. So I think the first thing that I really struggled with, and I've got a couple of outfits here, I dread to even look at what they are, so we'll leave them for the moment. But the main thing I struggled with was her hair, because I was like, I didn't want it to be like, so I think I could have used something like this, but this is actually like a Hocus Pocus style hair, which wasn't what I was going for at all. So yeah, I found this one and I thought like this looks absolutely like on point for Lady Tremaine. Then in terms of like eyes, like she has got like these piercing green eyes, so I really wanted to make sure that was the case. I'm not entirely sure why she's got black eyebrows. I mean, shouldn't they be grey? Maybe? I don't know, she looks more evil with black eyebrows, doesn't she? Maybe, yeah, maybe them ones. I think that looks a little bit better. I tried to make sure that she had like the older female features, but again, I feel like in like the films and stuff, she's obviously older, but again, not like as old as she looks here. But I just wanted to make her look like a bit of a bitch, and I think that she looks like a bit like I wouldn't want to mess with her at all. In terms of her outfit, this is again, I don't actually, so we've got this one here, which I think is the one that I ended up using, but as you would have seen before, we also had an outfit by Drizella as well, which was the same dress, and I must have used this one just because I preferred like the detail on it. But I think it's like spot on really, like it looks exactly how you would expect Lady Tremaine's outfit to look. It has like the little details here of like the green bit. I was trying to see if I could find the Drizella one whilst we're here in like touring through, but obviously, I mean, I've actually, so bit of a sidetrack while I have a little continued look. So I ended up cleaning my CC, and basically I've lost like loads of it. So like when I've gone back in to like do these tours, I'm like having to edit a couple of bits, which isn't a bad thing because it means I can like perfect them even more, but it's so annoying because like some of the stuff I'm like, I'm gonna have to try and find that at some point, and I can't really be bothered. I was trying to clean out my CC to like make it easier for me, and I've made it harder. Let's see if I have got any other outfits. Oh, yeah, no, we don't need to look at those. But yeah, as I mentioned, there is another outfit that you can use, which is by Drizella. But yeah, for some reason, I use this one, and it does the job. It still looks very good. So again, I would highly recommend. But yeah, like not much else to say on Lady Tremaine. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to find that, but you would have seen it when I was looking at the Ugly Sister. And then for a little bit of fun, one thing that I did include, especially when I did the reel for this, was I had to add one of the like mice, and this is Gus Gus. So my mum, she always used to call me Gus Gus. Like whenever I like she was being like cute and nice, she'd look at me and she'd go Gus Gus. So like, yeah, for me like Gus Gus is like a little bit of a close to the heart kind of one. I can't actually remember what the other mouse is called, but I was like, oh, I know this is actually, I mean, I actually think this is a hamster. I don't actually think it's a mouse, but you know, we had to include one of the mice because they are just part of the film, aren't they? Like you always, yeah, Cinderella, Cinderella. But yeah, I'm just going to take a quick pause and I'm just going to get the Fairy Godmother into the game. Finally, but no means say least, I don't think that's even a phrase, but we're going to go with it. And I don't know how I forgot her, but we've got the Fairy Godmother, who I am so happy that we were able to find an absolute replica of the outfit, because I just don't think I would have been able to do it without having a replica. I really like the details on this, like the bow and how it sticks out, and the hood. In terms of hair, she's wearing. She's got an in-game hair, which is in the werewolf pack. The only thing I couldn't decide, and it'd be great to hear what you think, what hair colour? Should it be this one or this one? Because one thing that I don't particularly like about our hair colours is there's not like an actual like pure white hair. Like that is not pure white, that's like more blonde. But I would say that's closer to her hair, but then that makes her look more like old, like as she is. The only thing I would say I struggled with is, and also to confirm, the Fairy Godmother does have black eyebrows, just to confirm. But one thing that I did struggle with was, again, it's just that balance between cartoon and sim. Like when I look at the cartoon, I'm like, oh, it doesn't look anything like her, but it's because they have this like strange eye shape. But I think from changing it from Disney to sim, I'm really, really happy with her. Then we do have a second outfit. The second outfit actually includes a wand. So as I was explaining before, I've recently cleaned out my CC and I've lost loads of CC, so I'm having weird things where they don't have shoes or don't have hairs, and it's very, very annoying. So I'm just going to quickly put some shoes on her. But yeah, I've also included a wand. So I've got like a few wands here, like, so these are by Hula Zombie, and Hula Zombie also has like some poses that go with these as well, which are quite useful to have a look at. But I just thought it'd be fun for her to have a wand when she's doing her bibbidi bobbidi boo. But on that note, I want to say a big thank you if you have got to this part of the video, and I hope you're enjoying this series. If you are enjoying this series, please give it a like, give myself a subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. See you later, guys.